I'm excited to announce our new Accessibility Essentials series. This series is going to provide a clear introduction on how to create accessible content in Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, and Excel. And this is the first official partnership with Limina11y.co and the Accessibility Guy. Accessibility requirements can feel complex, especially when you are new to the work. The Accessibility Essentials series gives beginners a plain language starting point, the standards, the concepts, and the issues to look for before any hands-on remediation begins. There's going to be 3 different workshops and 3 different file types. First, we're going to have Microsoft Word. In this workshop, we're going to cover document structure, headings, list items, tables, links, color contrast, and alternative text. In our Microsoft PowerPoint workshop, we're going to cover slide layouts, titles, reading order, links, color contrast, and alternative text. In our Microsoft Excel workshop, we will cover workbook structure, headers, tables, charts, links, and use of color. You can take each workshop on its own, or you can take the full series. Why this series exists. Microsoft Office runs through government, education, business, and nonprofit organizations every day. When those files are not created accessibly, people who use screen readers or other assistive technology may struggle to find information, understand content, or finish a task. This series is going to help you answer 3 questions: what accessibility actually means, why it matters for your files, and what accessible Office content looks like. This series is for anyone that is new to digital accessibility, staff who create or review Microsoft Office documents, content authors, trainers and communication teams, accessibility coordinators and champions, managers who need to understand accessibility requirements, and organizations preparing for Section 508 or WCAG compliance, particularly around Title II. No prior accessibility experience is required for these workshops. Each participant will learn how Section 508 and WCAG apply to Microsoft Office content, how assistive technologies interact with documents, slides, and spreadsheets, why structure and semantics matter, how to recognize common accessibility failures, what accessible content looks like, which Microsoft Office features support accessibility, and when additional testing or remediation might be needed. These workshops focus on an understanding of accessibility. They do not actually include any hands-on remediation. Participants will watch, learn, and build the vocabulary and judgment they need before they start fixing files. The first workshop for Microsoft Word Accessibility Fundamentals, this workshop is going to cover how to do headings, lists, tables, links, color contrast, and alternate text. Participants will leave knowing what a compliant Word document looks like and which Word features support accessible document creation. Our second workshop will be Microsoft PowerPoint Accessibility Fundamentals. Learn how assistive technology interacts with slide-based content. This workshop is going to cover important things like slide layouts, slide titles, reading order, lists and links, color contrast, and alternate text. Participants will leave knowing what accessible slides look like and which PowerPoint features support accessibility. In our Microsoft Excel Accessibility Fundamentals, you will learn how assistive technology interacts with spreadsheets and tabular data. Specifically, we will look at how to structure your workbook, how to set header rows, how to format your tables, charts, hyperlinks, and use of color. Participants will leave knowing what an accessible spreadsheet looks like and which Excel features support accessibility. How the workshops work. They are each going to be 1 hour, and they are built for beginners. There is no prior accessibility experience needed. And these are live instruction sessions taught by yours truly, the Accessibility Guy. Not only that, but we're going to provide you a free cheat sheet and a certificate of completion. There is no special software needed other than the Microsoft Suite. And it's important to know that recordings are not going to be included, but they might be able to be purchased separately. And about your instructor. Every workshop in this series is taught by Shawn, the Accessibility Guy, who works with accessible documents, training programs, and digital accessibility requirements every day. You're going to learn from me because I understand both the technical standards and the real-world constraints organizations face when creating accessible content. The instruction is going to center on practical examples, common failure patterns, and clear explanations that participants can apply to their own work. Now, these particular workshops are all fundamental. We do have some applied versions of these same workshops that are guided and provide hands-on instruction. Accessibility starts with understanding the requirements and recognizing the barriers. The Accessibility Essentials series gives beginners a clear starting point for learning Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, and Excel accessibility. Register for one workshop or the complete full series to build a stronger foundation in accessible content creation. There's a link below this video if you'd like to sign up for this Accessibility Essentials series. Choose the workshops that you feel are best or sign up for all of them. And as always, I can be your champion for inclusion. Thank you so much for joining me in this important announcement, and I'll see you over in the next video.